Good. Hey, I just wanted to check back in with you about that property that you had on Sunset.
Right.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, no, you were just saying that I think you guys were talking about considering, selling it. I saw you have it up for rent now. Are you guys just looking to keep it and rent it out, or what's your plan there?
Uh, Potentially. It's most of the time, some of the properties are just up for rent, just to keep up and open as tenants come along. Um, but yeah, it's still something that we'd be interested in, but I didn't get the price settled in yet.
Yeah. What was the price you were looking to get again?
That's what I didn't get ironed out yet.
Okay. Well, if you were to, I guess, sell it to me would you guys be interested in doing like a seller finance, or would that work for you guys? Or are you guys just looking to
Yeah,
cash
that
out
would
because it
work.
looked like you flipped it?
No, yeah, we've already refinanced it, got a new long-term loan on it, stuff like that. Um, but would be open to considering the options that are seller finance, but we would need some sort of down payment as well, as
Yeah,
opposed to uh, just taking over as our previous conversation.
gotcha. Okay. If you guys were to sell it to me, what would that look like? Like, what price would you guys be looking to get on it?
Uh, that's what I'm not sure. Let's see. I'd have to double check. It's not like we'd be looking for a crazy high down payment. I mean, you could do a wrap and do a second, take over the first, and then do the seller financing portion on the back end.
Yeah.
Um, but I don't have an exact number for you just yet. Is what I was saying.
Okay. Because I was looking at, I think it was like 7014 East Culver Street. Looked like that one just sold like June 18th or something. So, that's a pretty good comp right there. So I imagine you guys would probably be around like 580, 585, something like that.
See what you're working with.
That thing's been fully remodeled too.
Yeah, I mean, it's been partially remodeled, right? Plus, it doesn't have a pool,
Yeah,
and it's smaller. So
yeah. That's why I counted. Probably yours is probably worth about 580, 585, adjusting for the square footage in the
yeah,
pool.
yeah, it's based on that. That's not going to work either. I understand. You know,
Well, what do you guys need to get out of it? To make it work for you. Then if you know 580 doesn't work.
yeah, we'd have to be closer to 675.
Hmm. Okay. I guess what's pushing it there? I'm just not seeing that based off of Culver Street.
Uh, yeah, I don't see that as a good comp, anyways. Um, you got a whole bunch of other properties here that could work as well.
Why is it not a good comp? It sold in the last 90 days. It's in the same like build generation of the year. That's like the most recent comp, and it's right down the
Okay.
road.
Yeah, no, I mean it's not the same class, I should say. Um,
Like with the finishes
it's
that you guys put on, is that what you're saying?
yeah, with the remodel itself, without the pool in this area in Scottsdale makes a big difference. Um,
Yeah,
it's just
I added 20 grand on for your pool. That's usually all an appraiser's going to give you, and that's probably even being
not
generous.
quite. I mean, at 7 something not too long ago, so it's not going to work if that's the price. I mean, I'm willing to work with you, right? So you could have little down, you know, go that sort of scenario, but I'm not going to waste my time if that's the price you're looking at.
Okay. Well, I mean, I'm willing to look at your price. I guess I would just need to know what the payments would be, because really, I mean, at the end of the day, if we're gonna do a seller finance, like I don't really care about the price. I just need to be able to make money on it. So, if I can come in with little down and make money on it, and you guys are willing to carry it, or at least give me the terms, then we can make something work from there.
Right. And then what's that payment need to be at for you?
Well, I mean, I think you already told me that your underlying is like 3,400, right?
Yeah, something along the lines of all in, I think.
So I would kind of just need to know where we would be at on the remaining seller finance portion to see if that would even work.
Right. So what's that payment need to be like?
Well, that's what I'm asking you, because you would be the bank, right?
Yeah, but what do you need for it to make sense on your rental?
Well, I just need it to cash flow. It really just depends. Sometimes I do Airbnbs. I don't know. I don't think this is in an HOA, is it?
No.
Or maybe I could even turn it into a midterm potentially. It would really just depend, but I would need to know where you would want me to be at on your guys' payment is a thing. And then I would just have to see if I could make that work.
Well, we could work different ways, right? I mean, you could do higher interest rate on a lower amount, or higher amount, lower interest rate, something that works as well. So you got to figure out what works or cash flows as a rental for you to see if we're gonna, be able to even do that.
Yeah, I get that. But like, what are you guys expecting to see, and how long are you willing to carry that remaining balance for? Or the total, I guess. Even leave it in your name, total.
One more time, what was the end?
How long are you guys willing to like leave the underlying in your name and me making payments to you on the seller finance portion?
It doesn't matter. I mean, obviously it's more beneficial to have a balloon at some point, be amortized over 30 years, I'd assume. I have done it without a balloon, but it's more beneficial to have one. Whether it's 5-10 years, I don't know.
Okay. So you would carry, I guess, the 180 for 5 or 10 years is what you're saying?
Yeah, I mean, preferably.
Okay. I guess we would just need to know what that, I guess at that point in 5 or 10 years, I think if I'm already paying $675, then I could basically just pay you guys like, that's what I'm asking, what you're looking to get. I could pay you like $500 for 10 years and then balloon you out.
And you're talking what, just 0%? What do you mean by that?
Yeah, I mean that's what $500 would be on 180 over 30 years.
Right. Yeah, I guess the other side of things is there need to be some sort of interest rate there. It's not just.
Well, I mean, you already baked it.
That would make sense.
You already baked it in the purchase price, right? I mean, at $675, it's pretty much baked in the purchase price. or 695, whichever. I forget what you said. I think it was 675, but
Yeah.
at 675, yeah, that's baked in the purchase price.
Yeah.
And I guess at that point, that's pretty much, guaranteed interest. I mean, who knows if rates end up going down, then I probably would refinance it,
Right.
to make, because I think that
Yeah,
payment
no.
on the front end is pretty steep.
Okay. Yeah, no, I mean, there need to be some sort of interest rate there rather than just making 0% payments there. That'd be something else that we would need.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's what I'm saying. Like, you would have to kind of let me know. But I think for me, like right now, the interest just doesn't really make sense because, like I said, you're already getting the price that you're looking for. It can't be.
Yeah, but you're also getting the property with way less down than you need, right? So then you're both getting something there.
Well, I mean, what do you mean way less down than I need?
If you're buying a commercial or you're buying a rental property like that, you're not going to be putting 25% down at the moment. You're going to be putting 0 down and buying it at the same price.
Okay. I mean, if you're good with 0 down, then potentially we could do something like that. I guess it would just
No, but that's what you were offering at the moment.
I mean, yeah, I didn't talk about anything down. I was open to potentially putting something down, but I mean, I guess if you're wanting 675 and some interest rate, then 0 down would probably make more sense.
Right. But I mean, at 180,000, that's pretty much 0 down. That's what I was saying.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, I guess let me know what you would need on the 180 for it to make sense for you guys, and then I would just have to see if I can make it work from there.
Yeah, I guess it wouldn't be that big of a seller financing portion.
Right.
Depending on what's just conversation's sake, say it's closer to 100. Okay, yeah, no, that's something I'd have to look back on and see what we're actually okay with taking, but I can't tell you over the phone at the moment.
Okay. All right. No worries. I guess when do you think you'll be able to talk with your partner or whomever you flipped it with, and you guys might have an idea?
Should be here soon. I was supposed to be sometime this week. We'll figure it out.
Okay. All right. Well, that sounds like a plan. I appreciate your time, Al. And if I don't hear from you, I'll just touch base, I guess, with you at the end of the week.
All right. Sounds good. Thank you very much.
All right. Thanks. Bye.